Did it feel hard for you to say that?
Yes and no, because like I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or seem like I'm coming for somebody.
Yeah.
But like realistically,
here's my question: do you think she's a 10? Yo, what's up YouTube? My name is Chisha Zed. I'm back in here again, man, with a new reaction video for you, but I've got a new guest with me here today. Please introduce yourself to the people. Let them know your name, your age, and what you do.
All right, so I'm Angelina Harper at Angelina Harper with 2 A's on Instagram. I'm 22. I'm a model. I sing, I dance, I act, I take pictures, I edit.
Do it all, huh?
All around, just everything.
Cool,
Yep.
cool. How long have you been out here in LA?
Out here about 4 years now.
Like it?
It could be
Why do I
better.
get that same response like when people come here? They're always like,
because LA's the ghetto.
I know, you know what, man? Like, when you think of LA, because I've been here for like a month, right? When you think of LA, you don't think clean.
Right. Yeah.
You don't think that.
Yeah.
Once you've been here. I mean, shout out. I love LA so far. You know what I mean? But like, I see what you mean.
Right.
I see what you mean,
it's
man.
a whole different.
Some crazy stuff going on over here.
Exactly.
But anyways, guys, today we're gonna be reacting to a video by Kevin Samuels. We got a cast reaction today. Are you familiar with Kevin Samuels?
I'm not.
Okay.
If you're watching, Kevin, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So you haven't heard of him ever before?
Never in my life.
Okay. So professionally, he's like an image consultant. Mm-hmm. But he also has a podcast where he gives dating advice.
Okay.
And he'll talk about like issues primarily within the Black community. And then you have people call in, right, who like need more clarification. Most of the people disagree with his point.
Okay.
A lot of people support him. He's like at almost 1 million subscribers on YouTube. So the video we're going to be reacting to today is called Wannabe 10's Tend to Die Alone. Now, just from the title, what are you thinking it's going to be about? I
don't know, because it's like 10 is defined on who that person is, or you know.
Okay.
So it's like, to whose standards is a 10, and like die alone, like a wannabe? I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea.
So these are all new concepts to you.
Right.
And,
Yeah. I have no idea.
Now, I told you earlier, but I only have one rule. Keep it real.
Right.
Right?
Right.
You promise?
Yep.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's get right into it. How tall are you?
I'm 5'4" 3/4.
Your size?
I'm a small. I'm probably maybe a 1-2.
Okay. And if you ranked yourself, honestly, if you ranked yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you
10.
rank?
Period, queen.
Yeah, let's get back to reality.
No, I'm in reality.
No, you're not in reality.
I'm
You're
in
not a 10.
reality.
You're not in reality. If you're gonna be a 10, we can end this. Because that's not reality. You're not a supermodel.
So what are you basing?
You're not okay, man.
Check
the attitude. Check the attitude. Let me just go ahead and say this. This bullshit that's running around with Black women, they call yourself a 10, never say you don't. That is some of the most destructive psychobabble that's going around. Black women, you need to be more humble. And you're a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
That's not humility.
Well, for one, I know that I was made in God's image, and
God knows he's not perfect, ma'am.
Right.
So everybody's a 10.
I'm not gonna get up here and call myself a 4 or a 2 because I'm definitely
well, let me. If you're gonna tell me you're a 10, you're a 10.
I'm a Christian woman. I'm
no. I said physically. You can be a Christian woman, but this.
Yeah, physically, I'm beautiful.
You're physically a 10. Then what is Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, Rihanna? What are they?
Whatever they consider themselves to be.
See, this is that bullshit.
Okay. I see where he's coming from, but I also see where she's coming from. Like.
Okay, let's start with where he's coming from.
Okay.
What do you see?
Well, to him, she may not be a 10, but like to her, she's a 10. So it's like, I don't know, more of like self-esteem. Like she sees herself as a 10, so she has a good self-esteem, or like she's not trying to say that she's like a 4 or 5.
Okay, so self-esteem, right? just to give you some context on what goes on here, right?
Right.
Women will call in themselves. They call in themselves. Like,
Right.
no one forces them to call. They'll call in to get advice and say, hey, I'm struggling. I can't find a man. And part of this series was Kevin Samuels saying women outrank themselves out of men they should be considering to date. As in, they think they're 10s, but you actually might be a 7.
Okay.
And you need to be looking for 7s who are like you. Or really 4s, because a woman's supposed to be better looking than the man most times. Like, you know, women don't care how, attractive isn't really like that up there for women. Right? It's there, but it's not like...
Well, so you'd be surprised.
No.
Looks are everything sometimes.
Oh, well,
to an extent.
I'm talking about like...
Matters.
It does matter. I'm not saying it doesn't matter at all.
Right.
But in most cases, it's more normal to see a girl that's more attractive than the guy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Usually the girl is like the prettier one, and he's like, okay, I've got a bad bitch.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So in this situation, he's talking... It's a series. It's a short clip from like a bigger video where he's talking about like, see, a lot of you women carry yourselves like, oh, I'm a 10 and I'm better than these guys, when really your options are bigger than you think. You just are going after the wrong guys.
Got it. Yeah.
You know?
It could be an ego thing too. Now that you said that.
Yeah.
Definitely could be an ego thing.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll get back into it. We'll see what you think.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And this is when I start to get upset, because you ladies say you want help, but then when you start getting into it, your ego gets into it. Put your dick up.
There it
It's
is.
not, honestly, Kevin.
This is bullshit. You're not a 10.
You can go to my Instagram now and you see
You're
that's how I
not
carry
a
myself.
10. Okay, you can. I don't care how you call yourself. A 10 is supermodel looks.
Okay.
Are you that?
I'm far from ugly, honey.
I didn't say that.
So
You made this combative, man. If you really want to say you're a 10, that's fine. But show me what the model contracts are.
I don't want to be a model.
I didn't ask you whether you want to be a model or not.
Somebody asked me today.
But you're not. But ma'am, you're not a. But you're not. But you're not.
So I'm gonna ask you this, right?
Okay.
He's asking a real question there. Like, show me the people that are hitting you up saying, hey, you know, I want to come and model for this, or come on a show. Here's my question. Do you think she's a 10?
No. Seriously.
No.
Like, she's pretty. She's a pretty girl. But, like, I don't think she's, like he said, Beyonce.
Did it feel hard for you to say that?
Yes and no, because, like, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or seem like I'm coming for somebody.
Yeah.
But, like, realistically...
Because in the model world, they tell you straight up if you're the look that they're looking for, right? Yeah. And if you don't fit, they don't want you.
Like,
and they kind of get rid of you. But in real life, people can be whoever they think they are.
Right.
And I'm trying to say, here's what I think. I think when she's dating, if she goes with the same like attitude and mentality to the guys that she's with, it would be a problem, because she's really not that bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? She's not a 10. I'm not saying that she's like a 1 or a 2.
Right.
But she's definitely not a 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for guys, we hear that all the time. A guy knows, you know, I've got a big head, you know, I deal with it. Or he knows where he ranks, you know what I mean? And they deal with that and they make up for it in like maybe get money, get your body correct. But men get told all the time, like, a woman would say, oh, you're too short, or he's too short, oh, he's too fat, oh, he's got no swag, or whatever the hell it may be. But I feel like when it comes to women, it's like nobody keeps it as real as he's keeping it right now, which is why it's kind of uncomfortable to like sit through
and
this.
She's also playing defense. Like, if it's something that she doesn't want to hear, it's defensive. So, but I understand it, because, you know, it's being a human, but, you know.
Cool. Let's get back into it.
That, come on.
Okay. Well, you said show me where the model contract. Somebody asked me today. Oh, do you model?
Let's try this. Let's try this again. Where would you honestly rank yourself?
I just told you.
A 10.
Yeah. No. Maybe to you I'm not, but beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
No. So you're a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So are there any women that are higher?
Are you saying I'm not? Tell me why I'm not.
No. I'm asking you. No. I'm asking you.
Tell me why I'm not.
No. You're not questioning. See, you're on my So you mean to tell me that there are no women that are more attractive than you?
What?
I'm asking.
It's hard.
If you're a 10, that means you're at the top.
It's like I'm not.
If you're a 10, that means you're at the top.
If I'm a 10,
an A plus at 100 on a test is as high. No.
No woman.
Back it down.
No, I'm telling you.
Back it down. A 100 on a test is as high as you can go. It's a perfect grade. You're saying you're a 10, a 100 on the test. Are you saying that there's nobody who scores higher than you on looks? You're in the top percentile worldwide.
Possibly, honestly, but it doesn't matter to me. No other woman I'm intimidated by. Not one. I'm not. Maybe by the world standard.
I just feel like she's missing the question every single time. Like, he's asking a very black and white question. And it's like, what do you think you are? And she's like, well, tell me why I'm not. Or tell me what, like...
So, what he usually does is say this, right? He'll say, okay, what type of a man do you want?
Okay.
What do you want him to make? And some of these women will say, okay, I want a man who makes 6 figures.
Okay.
$200,000 a year. Some of them want like a guy who's making $500,000, $500,000 a year. And he says, okay, for guys who are like that, this is what they're looking for. You got to be fit. You got to be feminine. You got to look good.
Right.
Because they date women who are 8s, 9s, and 10s.
Right.
So once he gets you to say something that's realistic, and now he can kind of tell you like, hey, this is what you qualify for.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so he can even get to that point with her because he has to first convince her that she is not a 10.
Right.
And that's what's happening here.
Okay.
Usually he gets to the point where he's like, can convince the girl like, okay, I rank here. Okay, he said, okay, I'll put you around there.
Right.
So where do you go? Where do you live? Are you going to place? Do you go out? How do you dress?
Right.
How do you carry yourself? But yeah, you're right. She's like stuck in this question of the 10 thing. You know, do you think that women today kind of overestimate their looks?
Yeah. Because it's more like now we've reached an era finally of body positivity and everyone's, everyone looks good. So it's more like...
What do you think of that? Especially as somebody who's like in modeling.
I feel like it overhypes people. Like if you have a friend and they're like, how do I look? Oh, well, that's your best friend. Of course she's going to say...
Hey, girls are the worst at capping when it comes to that.
Exactly.
They'll say stuff like, all my friends are beautiful. I'm like,
right.
I've seen all your friends.
There's a few. And they're like, but it's okay.
Yeah.
They can skate by.
I mean, this is the truth. Most people are like average looking.
Yeah.
Most people. You know what I mean? And it's not the worst thing to be.
Right.
It's like average looking. You know what I mean? And being like pretty or good looking has its downfalls too. Definitely has its benefits as well. But yeah, I definitely would agree with you. I think a lot of women today like think too highly of themselves. And when you're considering guys and you think that like you're a 10, there could be a good guy that you're overlooking because you think you deserve somebody who is like a 8 or 9 or who's up there with you. And the truth is, you might want to lower your standards a little bit.
Right.
I think that's what is proven in this point.
Right. And we're also like in a point where everyone's like, oh, high standards. But then I get the high standards, but it has to be kind of like realistic high standards because then you're just disappointing yourself. Like if you don't meet it or it doesn't happen to you. Or...
Yeah. Cool stuff. Let's finish this off.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not because I'm darker. I don't know what's the
that's
reason.
Some bullshit.
I don't know.
See, that's the thing. They always say, thank you for saying it. Thank you. I knew we were going to get to it eventually. Eventually, we were going to get to the colorism argument. And see, the problem is, man, when you women walk around with this inflated estimation of yourself.
I think she purposely did that. Purposely.
You said what?
Purposely.
Purposely did what?
Just angled it like,
Yeah. Oops.
Right.
Come on, man.
Like, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't make you look prettier. You just have a chest.
It's kind of embarrassing, man.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm like, but you got to think. She actually thinks this about herself. And I'm saying this, man, it's like, this isn't humbleness.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't personally want to date somebody who like thinks that they're, you know, a lot better than they are. You know what I mean? It's very crazy to me, man. Like, and this is like one in a bunch of women that come on here and be like, yeah, I'm 10, I deserve this, I deserve like 6 figures. And he's like, are you serious?
Right.
And they'll be like, yeah. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of rich people here, even in Los Angeles. You see the people that they're with.
Plenty.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a difference.
It tells you what lane you're in, whether you want to admit to it or not.
So are you saying
If you were-
colorism
if you were-
doesn't? Are you
if
saying
you were
colorism
10,
doesn't?
No, I'm not going down the. First off, I'm not going down the colorism path because I'm saying that if you were a dime, you'd be gone by now. Because dimes get taken like that.
Possibly, or treasure is hidden.
Okay.
Treasure is hidden.
Again, this is what goes on. She's gonna die on this hill. Because it's about my ego. I'm not, and I've listened to many black women parrot this stuff, especially after that Average at Best video. I've heard women tell women, you should never say this, you should never say that. And you know what? The only people y'all are hurting is yourself. Honestly, I asked you just to move the conversation, but you've decided to make it about, I'm up here. And it's because of what I think of myself. Okay. But what you think of yourself and what the world sees are two different things. I am very sorry to inform you and other women. There are women that are prettier than you.
Okay.
And if you say you're a 10, that means you are up there with the prettiest of the pretty. And then you should have the results to show it.
Possibly.
Not possibly. You should have the results to show it.
It's
And the
exception
fact
to
that she's
rule.
going to continue, and here's the thing, and this is one thing that I would say is so wrong with so many black women. They will not relent. They will shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. They will do this until they die. It's like locking on. It's just the ego. This is the masculine ego of many women today. They cannot.
So you will be
This is a
satisfied
psychological
if I said I
block.
was
This is a
two?
psychological block with a lot of these. Like I just can't say anything less. Even though you know damn well that this over here. See, I know that there are men that are more attractive than me. I know men that I'm more attracted than. But I would never ever think to call myself a 10 because I know I'm not a 10.
All right, so I'm gonna stop it right there.
Okay.
Why do you think that it's easier? Quick question. Why do you think that it's easier for like what he just did right there, a man to say, I know where I rank. I know that there are men who are more attractive than me, and I know men that I'm more attracted by. And you know, he knows he's not a 10. You know what I mean? I know I'm not a 10. I'm not over here trying to like model or anything like that. You know, I do fairly well, but I don't think I'm like Idris Elba. You know what I mean? Because if you look at the top men, they're right there. You can compare yourself to them. You know. So why do you think it's easier for a guy to like be in that reality, but for women it's like hard for them to admit that truth nowadays?
Probably because of the natural pressures that we already have to be pretty, to be fit, to be, you know, all these other things. And then guys, y'all can just walk out of here just, oh, I threw on a shirt today, and it's like, you know, it's cool. So I think it's probably what society already has over us. So we try, if we don't think that we are that 10, like Beyonce, J-Lo, you know, all of them, it may be easier to just suppress it and just say, oh, put the ego on top and just say, oh, I'm this, instead of, you know, being realistic.
So it's like a defense mechanism almost to pressure to, did you use it because women compare themselves to like other 10s, maybe?
Definitely. Comparisons happen all the time. Like, even in the video, she said, would it make you feel better if I said I was a 2? And I'm just like, it still has nothing to do with him. That's the thing, like, she keeps missing. It has nothing to do with him. So it's like, it's where you value yourself.
Gotcha.
That makes any sense.
Do you think some women should accept the facts that they're average? Just like men accept the facts that he's short.
Right.
And a little, like, there's guys, they know. They'll be like, man, I'm short. You know what I mean? and or like I'm ugly.
Right.
Some guys will accept that fact.
Right.
Do you think that, like, I'm not saying go out here calling yourself average, short, and
Right.
ugly. That's not what I'm saying, man.
Right.
What I'm saying is, like, do you think they need to be more realistic?
Definitely. Just so, again, they don't tear themselves down interiorly. Because, you know, I personally, I don't think I'm a 10. I think I'm like an 8. Because there's a few things. Like, overall, like, in the grand scheme of things, full head to toe.
Yeah.
An 8, solid. 7 to 8.
Got you.
Like...
And you know, you just rated yourself without me even like asking you to.
I just felt like it was coming.
No, I wasn't gonna ask you, but you know, most women can't do that. But I think it's a healthy thing because a lot of what women think too is like guys just focus on looks. A woman like this, she's a 2 to me now because of her attitude. 1. I'll give her a 1.
Wow.
I'm sorry. If she was pleasant, feminine, right?
Okay.
There's women who I have thought to myself, oh yeah, you know, she's all right. But the more I've gotten to know them, they have jumped up in attraction because a guy values energy that you bring a lot. You know, maybe not more than looks, but he values that too. You know what I mean? So I think like this is double like negativity here working against you.
Right.
You know, like you think you're a 10 and on top of that, you're disagreeable and have like bad energy. Real easily, a woman like this, you could be understanding of where you're at, improve yourself in like things that like men are looking for.
Right.
You know, a lot of women don't know that nowadays or don't care at the end of the day to know what men are looking for. But there's ways she can improve even just her personality so that she's even more attractive. Right.
Definitely.
You know, like if I was to ask you before we end this, what men are looking for outside of looks.
Okay.
What do you think that is?
Probably intelligence, where your mind is, how you treat other people, how you treat your family, how you treat yourself. That's number 1. How you speak to yourself, what you think of yourself, what you think of others. Like, do you project or like, are you rude to like waiters?
Gotcha.
In public and stuff, you know, just how you carry yourself. That too. Like, do you walk like hunched over, or are you confident? Are you walking like, you know, do you come off as like a natural bitch, or you know?
And you said a few things there. You said, do you come out what?
Like a resting bitch face.
Gotcha.
Even though some people do
I'm glad
have
you added
it.
that right there.
I have it sometimes. But like I'm conscious of it sometimes, so I'm just like, oh, let me fix my face.
Gotcha.
Like try.
I agree with a lot of what you said there. To keep it simple, men like these heterosexual men like feminine women.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Women who are fit.
Definitely.
Right. And then women who are nurturing and cooperative. Those 4 things are very important to a man, right? Money, things we don't care about that women think we want are things like money. So a woman will make a lot of money and she'll think she's entitled to a man. Men don't care about your money, right? It doesn't really make a difference with us.
Okay.
We are natural providers. If anything, to me, I see a woman with money as, okay, that's problems. She's going to challenge me more than work with me.
So do you think she can't have more money than you?
No, she can have more money, but it would change the way I have to assess how she carries herself because of that money.
Okay.
Right? If she thinks that money gives her some sort of like leverage over me,
got it.
You know, then I don't want to deal with that as a man.
Right.
You know, naturally, I want to be the head of that relationship. I want to be a leader, and that's what I train myself to be. That's what I work towards, right? But another things that women think that men like their intelligence.
Okay.
I don't need a woman to be smart. Most guys don't.
But like, you also don't want a dummy. Like, she can't do anything for herself or anything.
Your laugh right there just killed me.
I'm for real. Like, you don't want somebody who's dumb.
Okay, define dumb. Dumb. Like, what would you call it? Okay, I don't want you making us look bad. I don't want you making us look bad. Right. Right. I got that. Right. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Don't want you making us look bad.
You know.
But it's not that important, to be honest.
Right. I'm not saying like you have to have like a Harvard degree or something.
No.
Like,
in fact, like that's
something.
That's almost sometimes a problem when a woman has too many degrees, because she comes into it thinking like, oh, I've got these degrees, I know more than you. And
well, it depends on the person. Me personally.
Let me ask you. Don't
Okay.
not yet you. Let's talk in general.
In general,
Do you
okay.
think most women with degrees carry themselves like they're? Did you go to college?
I'm still in college.
Okay, so you're still in college. That's right, 22. But when you meet women who have degrees and like masters, do you think they carry themselves like they're better?
I don't think it's better. I think it's more of confidence because they know.
When it comes to men, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Meaning, I didn't go to college, right? So when I meet a woman, I went to the Art Institute to study film for like a little bit. And
But
said,
that's still
F
something.
this, and I got out and realized I don't need to do that in order for me to learn how to do this shit.
Right.
But when I meet women who have degrees,
Okay.
a lot of the times, like, they carry themselves like they deserve some sort of, like, I don't know, special treatment because of that degree. You know what I mean? They think they deserve a higher quality man because of that degree, when the truth is no guy has said to himself, I'm gonna marry her because of that degree. But plenty of women say, I'm gonna marry him because he's a doctor and has a doctorate degree, and I'm gonna be rich. But men don't think that way, right? We don't think trying to come up a lot of times. Usually we're trying to find a woman who can build either with us,
Right.
or who is pleasant and can help us, encourage us, be a cheerleader. Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out this reaction video. Angelina, overall, what do you think of the video?
I kind of like it. It really challenges people's mentality and how they think about themselves. I really think it's still depending on the person, but he really like goes in and really, like, we were talking about this earlier, how blunt and open and honest he actually really is. Right.
A lot of women wouldn't be comfortable with this video.
Yeah.
You know, and you kind of, you know, took it and were like, oh, okay, cool.
Right. Because, you know, being in the industry, I don't really care. Like,
Gotcha.
LA has taught me just, you know, chill out. It's whatever.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah. And just accept it for, like, accept yourself for what it is and not try and, like, over project or under project, you know, just find that cute medium.
Yeah. Do you feel like maybe more women need to, like, watch stuff like this?
Definitely.
And kind of, give them perspective?
Definitely. And really seriously, like, look at yourself. You don't have to judge yourself because that can turn into a real dark mentality thing. But, you know, just overall, just, like, really be honest with yourself. There's no point on lying because you're just lying to yourself. So, you know. Hey
guys, I appreciate you once more for checking out this video. Listen, if you enjoyed this video, this is what you can really do if you really want to help my channel. Hit that like button, man. You know, that like button makes a big difference. Angelina, thank you so much for coming by, man. Appreciate it. And if you guys have any comments, any thoughts at all about the reaction video, please leave them down in the comment section down below. My name is Chisha Zed. I'm out. Peace.